Everyone, we're live. Eric here, Alex as well. How's everyone doing? And guys, today's a fun session. We promised this from the beginning in terms of having a safe space which we've created, which is CreateOS Lounge. Is very diverse in the sense that you have technical discussions ranging from integrations that CreateOS enables through MCP integrations, migrations from other projects if you're looking for a deployment alternative, let's just say, and two more fun, or maybe not those that not the others are not fun, but maybe this is more collective and communal, where people are able to come and we have an amazing create flow. So the reason why I wanted to do this, and Alex was a little bit, I won't say blindsided by a message yesterday saying, hey, I think we should do this, being me and you. It was to essentially have a vibe
But
coding
that's how we
session
do it
where
all the time. It's okay.
exactly
That's who we are. That's fine.
it's part of the fun. It's part of the fun. It's part of the fun, I think. And I don't know about you, but also I think it's best to just expect it and be like, hey, like whatever it is, let's just go with the flow. It all comes from a good place. So I think that's what um, always the case. It's always the case with
Honestly,
the Node Up team.
personally, I hate over complication. I also hate over preparation. It sometimes you just need to go with the flow and then just have fun. And also, I think it's the best way for me to just show that whatever you see is what you get from a product standpoint, from a team standpoint. We're here. We are, not getting it every time right. Like we are always learning, always iterating. So you see the process, right? We want you to see because you have a process, we have a process, and it's very silly to just put an artificial wall where we're pretending to have it all together if we haven't. Like certain things we have, certain things we haven't, and that's fine. That's part of the process. So yeah, these sessions are going to be a little bit chaotic, but I hope in a creative way. So brace, brace, brace. Also, I hope that everybody is very well geared up with a keyboard close by, or because you're trying to code along, why not? If you want to try it out, open CreateOS account and then just see. I can't promise like high level engineering troubleshooting here, but we do have a, lifeline to our
Exactly,
engineering
if
team
needed.
on the other side. So in case like we can all troubleshoot collectively. Or maybe you can solve and troubleshoot on our behalf, because I promise you we're gonna get stuck. Today
Oh, for
that's gonna
sure.
happen for sure.
I,
Yeah,
I-
and
I'll
bring
tell.
ideas, of course. Right. So
Exactly. I'll tell you the full, like the because I've been trying to do. I was gonna do like a daily build today, but then of course this is gonna be my daily build because it's us, of course, building together. And yeah, what happened last week from my end is that it took me. I was like, oh, we'll also talk about this, but because I think idea generation is the first step of what you actually want to put together. Is that what should I do today? I started with an easy game. Everyone likes Tetris. Super simple, done. Like end to end was from idea to post going live, 25 minutes. So easy. For the second one, I was like, oh, okay, I want to do something a little bit more ambitious. Um, Let me put together like a website that pulls football results and rugby results. And it's just like it needs work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever you're getting, like, you need to be interacting with the agent, and it requires some, touch and caressing. It's not just you give it a prompt and it's a guaranteed output. So bear with us. And Alex, is there anything that you'd like to build in particular today? We were just briefly discussing before, and maybe we can.
yeah,
Mhm.
we were trying to be creative, right? We will try, but as usual, the creativity meets our non being coders, being like pure vibe coders, and really, have an understanding of what, it's just fun to build. Sometimes you don't have to solve, world's problems. Sometimes you just want to do something that is relatable and fun. So with that in mind, we thought of getting something around Punch the Monkey. I don't know if you guys have, felt it, but it's been a trend, and I think for a good reason. It's not being one of those, stupid kind of meme stuff. I think it touched emotionally a lot of people because Punch the Monkey is a redemption story from, I think, heartbreak
Correct.
to hope. And also the story I personally can relate to, and I'm sure many others can as well, to feeling, the underdog that is isolated and
Correct.
left as if there is no, trajectory for success or no trajectory for, being accepted for who they are, and then turning things around out of grit, out of, grinding it every day, just not giving up. And it's a very relatable story. I love it. And I thought that we could try and build something that would resonate around it. Now, what is a big question? If you do have, access to a chat, just hit us with your ideas. Maybe Eric, you can share, because I think between the two of us, Eric had the better idea.
Mm.
So, you try, Eric, and explain what we were thinking. And, it has all to do with getting, like something that has to do with grit, with resilience, with working together with others, and not feeling isolated and alone when something doesn't work out.
Yeah, I think with regards to the story that you just mentioned, right? It was one of the rare instances where the internet came together for something. What can I say? Good, and where it's like and nice rather than, because more often than not, I think the social media can be very divisive and create fashions like factions, sorry, and feed even more our tribal instinct of, us against you, me against you. Whereas this was a very relatable moment, as you mentioned, of a monkey being abandoned by his mom, and then he having a stuffed animal that resembled the bond with the mom, and just like going viral. And then now I'm sure
So cute.
it would, it's so
So
cute,
cute. So
exactly.
cute. Yeah.
My girlfriend showed me, and I was like, and it was all over her feed. And then I think it would have definitely resulted now in more people going to that zoo because of this story. So I think that's a positive, like a net positive as a result of this. And hopefully we can see more of that. In terms of an idea, something that came to my mind was the stacked one. Is that what you're talking about, right? Or no? Yeah,
Mm.
was that I think with the GTM of CreateOS in general right now, we've been chatting to, of course, a lot of folks across many platforms, and more often than not, the question from my end to try and build a bridge with the person, the builder, right? Which, by the way, can be anyone right now. You don't have to necessarily be a developer. It can be just about anyone with an idea, is to understand how a what they're building, and b what their stack looks like, right? What's your set of tools that you're using to get to having a finished house, right? So what kind of machinery and instruments you're using to get to that full build. And more often than, like, I think everyone has a different recipe. I think you could also look at it like using the cooking analogy, that
Mhm.
the finished dish doesn't, like, there isn't, I think, a one size fits all. Everyone can have a different way of getting an end result. So I think having somewhere where I'd be able to very easily document what I used, um, for my use case at say it's, I don't know, like a social, like a prototype for a social media app or whatever, and using and listing what I use from a backend, front end database and stuff like that would be useful, right? And I think, of course, as with everything, the more data you get, the better it will get. And yeah, so that was the idea. I don't know what you think, Alex, but uh, yeah.
Definitely. So, there's okay. So when I personally try and vibe code, there is a degree of secrecy, right? Because there is also a degree of, a little bit of embarrassment. I don't know if
Right.
it's the same for everybody, but there are things that I don't know, and I don't want other people to know that I don't know. And but I do, like, I'm very eager to learn from others. But if I don't share the things that I do wrong, then that learning curve is not shared. Like, it does not catalyze or accelerate other people's journeys. Like, I
Correct.
wish that others would be brave enough to share that vulnerability of mistakes, or the things that actually are on the other side of a mistake, which is with grit. You passed forward, the obstacle or the fail, and you fail forward and you learn, and then you share what actually works for you. So to me, it's a great, powerful way of accelerating collective, skills by just
Learning.
sharing what is, yeah, what are the things that worked out for you. If there are things that you would do, in a certain way and may not be working for me, may not be working for you. Doesn't mean that there is one absolute truth and everything else is wrong. There are different flavors, right? You can get your own recipe for your own tomato sauce or for
Exactly.
your, masala. And then, everybody is doing it with good intentions and open mind, then it's fun. So yeah, I love the idea. I think we should definitely try. And maybe we can give first a bird's eye view of what the journey actually looks like. Because I don't
Yeah.
know, like many places where, I had to figure out really from scratch. Because when someone says, hey, let's vibe code an app, like, sure, like tell me where I should start. I had no
Right.
idea. So on my side, what I figured out is that first I need to clarify my idea. And that
Right.
is non-trivial. Like you get your idea wrong, then it's waterfall disaster, especially if I don't have that knowledge and experience to balance the complexity of what I want to build. Just earlier we were discussing with Eric and I said we could do so and so and so. And he was like, don't touch those APIs.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
want to do that. So you see, like refining the idea at the beginning is very important. So I think first step, go into an IDE, anything that works for you, and create and elaborate on your idea until you get what I think the terms is PRD, product
Hmm.
requirement document, which is a bit of a formal way for you to instruct then the vibe coding engine to create a code that reflects that. And once you have that put in place, you're going to see a preview that where the iteration process start to kick up. So you would just say, okay, I don't want these. I look at the preview. I don't want to do that. I want more of this, less of that. You fine tune that. And once you're happy, you go, you connect to your GitHub repo. All that, hard earned code is going to go into a safe place. And then from there, you connect on CreateOS is pretty simple, but otherwise you would have to connect the
That's
deployment
where.
options. You go deploy, and after you deploy, because if you don't deploy, then that remains a preview on your own machine, and it's a nice flex. You can send the link to someone and say, hey, I built this, but it will not transform itself into a shared reality for others. It will not be a live product. So you have to deploy. So you click on to deploy, goes live. At that point, you are in production. That means that you have sorted out your backend, your hosting, all those things that usually are very complex, but you will see it's reasonably straightforward with CreateOS. And then your product is actually live. Then, as a marketer, I know that then the hard work will start because we need to get the people in. But you will see that in CreateOS, then that means, for example, publishing it as a template or as an application. Or you will see, like, over time, we're going to add a lot of GTM partners that will help you get there as quick as possible. So idea, concept, PRD, from PRD to web code to GitHub repo to deploy, deploy to production, and then find your customers, find your users, go to market, and make money. So I hope that was not trivial for me to figure out.
Not at all. Not at all. And I think another worthy point is that because we'll go through all these steps is that um, the more on point you are with your first prompt, the more you're gonna the quicker you're gonna get to your desired first base, right? Because I don't think you're ever like it's your imagination, it doesn't have a finish line, right? Or your creativity doesn't run out, so it's entirely up to you. I think this is something that you need to understand. The more you do it, the better you're gonna get, and there isn't just like an end product. Of course, like you'll get to a point where you're satisfied with it and you're ready to share, but the more effective you are with your first prompt, the more you're also gonna what can I say, maximize on the credits that you have at your disposal without wasting prompts, right?
Yeah,
So credits are sort of the currency within the create flow to like sort of provide the gas in order for you to be able to keep going and go crazy. So yeah, I just wanted to make this point. And do we want to get started? Because I think the formulation of
do it.
the
Let's do
prompt
it.
is the first step.
Okay. Should I try to get it out, or you want to go straight? You could go straight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
I'll
don't
go. I
mind.
think something that let's go. So first
Yeah.
thing, can you see my screen? You can, right?
Yes. By the way, if
So
anyone in the chat, we are monitoring. I can see the chat. Whoever is there,
mhm.
just thank you for everybody who is from Twitch. Hey, Twitch folks, say hello to everybody. I can see a few from X. We are multi-channel live, so it's really good to see our live
Let us
stream
know.
bringing together lots of communities. So that's really nice.
So
Message us, tell us. We want this is live, huh? We guys we are live. So
absolutely,
yeah.
this is where vulnerable and building in public. So that's the whole point. But something that I wanted to say is that okay, of course, here very simply I've logged in. Createflow is what we'll be sort of using today and highlighting. And so the first step is, of course, crafting the prompt, right? Which is what Alex was talking about. I tend to use ChatGPT, or can be Gemini, Perplexity, whatever your idea of choice is. What we'll do though is that, considering this was part of the additional set of updates that the team pushed last week, there are prompt practices in place, right, of what works best,
Mm,
specific key features, what to avoid, and theme selection, framework selection, application types. Like these are best practices that are there to help you and assist you, right? So the way I've done it to refine my output using CreateOS is to put something together initially with ChatGPT. And so we're here, and Alex, I'll need your help here for what we want to do. So, okay, I want to create a simple project called Stacked. Huh?
mhm,
The main idea behind it being that users should be able to, what can I say, fill in the stack their application projects,
mhm,
uh, so that everyone's stack is visible. I don't know. I'm just formalizing. I'm just putting thoughts out.
yeah.
Tell me what to
Yeah.
write, and then that's the first prompt
Yeah.
anyway.
I I am always, the first time that they heard the term prompt engineering, I was always objecting instinctively to it. Because to me, it's more of
Mm,
an art than a
it's true.
science.
It's true.
Yeah, you have to paint with very broad brushes and you don't know what's gonna come. Like you can just refine it, but there is no right or wrong way in the end. There is just a
Mm-hmm.
style that you use. So just to clarify for everybody, I don't know if you explained it correctly, but we want to get to a page where people can submit their understanding of the good stack that they're using that worked out for them,
Correct.
and that it's public, is shared so that the others can either copy paste it or come back with their own, and then we can like get together and get some crowd wisdom over
Correct.
what stuff works out. So simple project, that's fair. The name, I like it, of course. The main idea behind being the user should be able to fill in the stack on the application part so that everyone's stack is visible. Um,
Publicly accessible. Maybe we could say what the UI would look like,
mm,
right? So that once I come on the site, I'm sort
mm,
of prompted with a uh, maybe like a form style answer sheet where I have to, provide, for example, name of the project, what my front end, what my back end stack looks like, or maybe see, this is
so do
kind of
you see it to
ambitious.
be like a do you see this to be like a form that someone filled up?
Maybe it could be that, you get to the landing page, and at the beginning you'll probably have some dummy ones that are already populated and just added there, right? And then
Mm,
once you start reviewing and you may be happy, you go and click add, and then what I was saying would happen. What do you think?
sounds good. Sounds good. I
Okay.
like because stacked really means one on top of the other. So maybe we can make it
Exactly.
into a visual that has layers and people understand, that they have to fill up the different layers with their understanding of their own stack.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
like because usually traditionally on when you look at your stack, you would understand backend, like middle layer and front end application layer.
yeah, because we can write it, right? Application stack so that the
Yeah.
average person will be able to see.
Yeah.
Like you'd see that there is, uh, for example, like an operating systems. Like it's a layered. I don't know
Yeah.
if this is
It
very
depends, of course. That can get very complex. Maybe we
exactly.
we went into something like super complex. Maybe we
Now
should
we'll
just
keep it
leave it
simple.
open-ended. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep it simple. We'll keep it simple.
Yeah.
I think the way I wanted to, I'd envision it is to have it like a very sort of gamified in a way. Not gamified, but
Mm,
sort of that it looked fun in a way. So say my stack was, I don't know, backhand Claude as an ID or whatever. I don't even know if that's the right option. Then
mm.
front end would be I don't know, it's CreateOS, and the database would be CreateOS as well, and deployment would be CreateOS as well. You'd have,
I was just thinking that was building a
oversell
creator as well only.
or,
Just-
or whatever. Like I'm, I wear the no
it was
loss.
not intentional, guys.
No, 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 no. I'm just speaking out loud here. But then you would have the say the Claude logo, right? Then our
Mm,
logo, and then say Vercel for deployment. So then I would visually look at it like I wouldn't say like a mind map, but like a simple flow diagram where I'm able to say click on the back end and it pops up and then da 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 and then keep on going, something like that.
okay. So I think there is an input from the user and then there is an output from our platform. The
Correct.
input is people writing something. So I think there is like one part of the UI would be like a data intake. That means that the visitor is coming and they don't need to log in or anything. We just keep it like super simple. So there is no account creation,
Mm-hmm.
authentication, nothing, right? Just free
Click
flow. You come,
add stack, whatever. Yeah.
yes, yes.
And
And then they can just add with one plus, and they can add as much stack as they want. So
yeah.
let's not
Okay.
try to infer what is the archetype of all those stacks. Like,
Fair
let's
enough.
give it
Fair enough.
yeah, just free flow for anybody.
As many layers as
As we
possible
want, yeah. Not as
users
possible as, yeah, as many layers as needed. Yeah,
as they want. Yeah, to their
yeah,
stack. Yeah.
yeah.
Anything else?
And then, so that is the input.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, so for each stack, maybe we have to be precise about what there should be included. So the stack, there would be, for each field of each layer, there would be the name of the product and the use that they make of it. Because if someone put AWS, they could actually be using AWS for S3, or they could be
No,
using
it
it
makes sense.
for. So I think we can keep it simple. So when they are inputting when the data intake has two fields, name of the product, and then use, and both are free field, free text field.
Name of the layer or name of the
Product, I think.
yeah provider. What should we say? Or
Yeah.
and
ChatGPT will
use.
figure it out.
Yeah,
Yes.
and use of the
Yeah.
layer, which would mean, for example, like front end, right? Database. That's
Yes.
what you mean, right? The function.
Yeah. Guys in the chat, if you see this and you have opinions about how we're doing it,
Yeah, because I
this is
can't
the
see
time
anything.
where you're helping us. Yeah. I can see, so I'm monitoring. I
Okay.
can see. I will not even try to pronounce the names of the folks over there. But Wolfman, Triple Zero, K Strings, Samian, there's so many, Eddie, so many. So Kryptonia, hi, do post and let us know if we are on the right track. Okay, so this is the input.
Mm-hmm.
The output would be like a visual representation of a vertical stack
Mm-hmm.
made of layers
Yes. Vertical representation of sorry, what did you say?
of a stack
Mm-hmm.
made of layers that are positioned one on top of the others.
Yeah.
Should we make it that once they create that becomes an image, and then the visual on the platform itself is a series of cards, each one with an image of the vertical stack?
Yeah.
Like almost like
Yeah.
like a wall, like a Pinterest board or like an Instagram, like like three.
Yeah, 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 like a flowchart in a way, similar to that.
No, I wasn't thinking of flowchart. I was thinking, go to your Instagram account that you
Yeah,
have all the posts that are
yeah, yeah,
one next to the other.
yeah.
So each stack is one image.
Oh, like all the stories, you mean?
Yes,
Okay. And then once you click on it, it sort of becomes bigger.
just pop up. It just pop up as a pop-up window and shows the details.
Oh, this is ambitious.
It's a
Let's see if let's see if it's able to do it.
you have the wisdom, I have the chaos.
No, it's good. It's
I
good. Let's
think we're
try.
we are contributing in our own way. I'm gonna check because our team is watching.
Oh
So let
yeah,
me also check whether I don't know. I hope so. If
yeah.
Nodop's team is watching, let's see if they are maybe steering us to say don't go there. So far so good. I think we're up to something. Okay.
What do you want me to say here? So let's try your idea for the visual representation.
Should be a vertical
Visually,
representation. Yeah. Yeah,
once
visually speaking,
a new stack is added,
it's
it should.
turned into a image with or into a card. I don't know
Yeah,
how
I
to
think that's
call
a
it.
better term. Yeah.
Yeah. And then placed on a card wall made of all the entries from all the users. When you click on the card, it will pop up and show the details.
Mm-hmm.
Brace. I don't know. Should we put the colors maybe?
I think that's
Is
something
it
that I want to do. That I want to do after, because essentially with
okay?
the new possibility of the file upload, that you're able to, you know, once we get something, I think we could tweak it based on how
Okay.
our creative juice tells us and how we feel like it.
Okay. How
What
do
do you
you
think?
find it? Um,
Uh,
I roll with the flow. You're the
yeah. No, no, I'll just go with it. I
boy.
don't. I just want to.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just want to roll the dice. Let's see what happens.
Hmm.
Idea to application.
How's
Ah,
the
there you
chat
go.
feeling? Yeah, I
Uh,
like. Oh, Roberta. Hi, Roberta. I know Roberta. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. Drusky, can we use verb to credit? Oh, you mean on CreateOS? I think for now we have the Skype only. But Drusky, thank you for the suggestion. We'll bring it back to the team.
so this is what I put together.
That seems elaborate.
Yeah. Functional
Okay.
requirements should display a header. Add stack. Each card represents your own project. Add stack flow. Yeah.
Yeah. ChatGPT is nailing it. We like it.
Right. It's almost as if they're
Okay.
listening in the live as well. Then one last thing I wanted to do is this. So create prompt practice. Um, so I think just by putting it once in your ID of choice, you're providing the necessary context and training to ensure that the prompt you use is as effective as possible for CreateOS. So I haven't done it before, so let's do it here.
Yeah.
Well, this in this chat. Good starting point. Ensure that the craft prompt complies with these best practices. This is a lesson.
Do you think that vibe coding is turning into a bit of a sport?
Yeah,
It's a little bit like there should
yeah,
be Olympics or something for sure at some
yeah,
point. It's a
yeah,
bit of a spectator sport.
and I think it's gonna get crazier and crazier. Also because the technology is gonna get more and more powerful, and
Yeah,
I think
I
all it takes is
personally love
just
it.
yeah a few killer use cases that where it shows people what's possible at scale to like monetize and stuff like that, and then people will just go crazy. So let's try.
Okay,
I have no
guys,
idea
the
how this
time
is
has
gonna go.
come. We
Yeah.
have no idea what this is going to get to us.
By the way, we support a plethora of models. I'm just going with the Claude Sonnet for this one. Let's see.
Yeah. Also, for everybody who tried CreateOS in the past, there's been some restructuring on the credit side because we received some feedback about usage of credits. Just know that something is in the baking to get as easy as possible the ability to build without having to worrying about credits top ups. So keep your eyes peeled. There is a lot of stuff coming up on that.
In the meanwhile, let's. What are some UIs that you admire and that you like? It could be like any website, Alex. Like anything that you think that once you get on that landing page, you think like, oh, okay, this is refreshing. I like the feel or the colors. Is there some inspo?
Okay. I have one favorite. It's not so much on the type of UI UX, but on the type of actually product, how it's been developed, and it's
Mm-hmm.
Deal. I really like Deal. Deal really got their act together, and they understood the problem statement from the users in a way that put together things that otherwise were not being put together. It's DEEL, deal.com.
E-
E deal. Yes. And they just found so many problems that were related, but nobody ever thought about putting them together.
okay.
And they solved for a flow that actually makes a lot of sense. It's specifically for, I know I'm a boring person, has to do with
No.
accounting and HR and
Okay.
all of that. It's nothing exciting. To me, it's very exciting though, because
I
with
really like this.
startups just being with workforce that is, oh, I'm plugging in Deal. If you see this is a sponsored post. No, it's not. But it's a great way to get your problem statement as you run a company, a startup that is spread across the globe, where you can have employment on record, you're going to have
Okay.
payroll invoices, you can take crypto, which is non-trivial. We know, it can be, a big pain, and you can do HR recruitment. It's
That's
just so
awesome.
well thought through. Yeah, and they've been growing really fast, and I'm not surprised. To me, it's a gold
So
standard
essentially,
of.
like all the headaches, the operational headaches within one hub, right? For users, pretty much,
Yeah,
right? So you mentioned
yeah,
payroll, legal, and all that stuff, which more often than
yeah,
not can be kind of cumbersome for builders, right?
yeah. Which to me reminds me the philosophy behind CreateOS, because
It's true.
I personally like. think that there is a big parallel here because you don't care that usually that is on another platform or another type of platform. Like
It's true.
vibe coding and I don't know,
You got
GTM.
something.
Yeah, everything is in like you put yourself in the shoes of someone who needs to go from step A to step B, and they don't care that usually it's stitched up with 15 platforms that are seeing the path just narrowly. Right? You see the entire journey. Okay, how are we doing?
Super, super important. Look, we got something before we got there. Like, let's just think about what happened because I think that's important as well. Only less
Mhm,
than 3 minutes. Essentially, we provided the prompt, the one that we crafted together collectively. They started reasoning. When tried to go down one route, then realized it didn't work too well, and then encounter an error. It just does everything on its own, which I'm always taken aback by this because it looks like witchcraft to me. Um, yeah, it's gone through this now. It followed all our indications and instructions step by step, right, to make sure that all our flows requests were included and accounted for. And
mhm.
the app uses, which I don't know, this is above my pay grade. Don't really care. Well, don't have to care. And here you have the code, which, if you've got the necessary technical knowledge, you can have a look and further dissect. But we're here for the preview. Okay, stacked, newest to first. Let's add a stack. Add the app stacked.
Yes,
The project where builders are able to I
flaunt,
say, yeah,
flaunt the
present
stack.
yeah, flaunt the stack of their beloved apps. So provide a name, let's say CreateOS for
Oh,
backend.
this is already the app. Oh my God, I thought that you were just filling up some random. This
No,
is
no, no,
already
no,
the
no, no,
preview.
no, no,
This
no,
is
no. This is
insane,
it.
guys. I am
Yeah.
also like, okay, this is
Then we
cool.
can do. I don't know who can be someone who manages database because I don't know much outside of
Put
us.
Superbase.
Okay.
Superbase.
Superbase
Yeah.
database, and we do another one layer, and say we do Vercel for just for the sake of the that for deployment for us. Deployment. Do you want to add another one, or I think it's fine for now?
I think it's fine. Let's keep it. This.
That's
Oh, I
incredible.
like it. I
That's
like it. Oh my
incredible.
God, guys. This
So
is so nice.
let's add another one, which could
Okay.
be uh, uh, or even this, to be honest, deal. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, Project that simplifies operational tasks for,
HR.
yeah, correct, for HR. Boom. Then we'll do
Put
OpenAI
yeah,
I, IDE. I'm
yeah,
just adding for the
yeah.
sake of this.
Put GoDaddy
So,
for hosting.
yeah,
Yeah.
hosting.
And then let's add Google Cloud because we're generous and we say, as a
for
Googler,
the for
I'm just gonna say hi to my former teammates. Hey,
for your
GCP,
database,
if you're
right?
watching this, we like you. Yeah. Okay.
Publish stack. Wow.
Okay. Do I think we need to tell the platform to change colors as well.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it will look
Okay.
like one wall with all the. So maybe.
Randomize colors
Okay.
of the different layers per submission. So that each submission does not look the same visually. What do you think? Do we want to? Something that I also always like. Oh, include also a dark mode version on the app.
Mm. Also, I think it's important that we test the edge case of having only one layer stack or having more than three, because just now we've just done three each time.
Actually, that's a good point because we had four. I had it. Okay, should we
Do we
try,
add
or do you
four?
wanna?
No.
Yeah, do you wanna first? And
Yes,
actually,
let's
and
go
also
first.
do actually something else. Allow users to also edit their submission once added to the board.
Nice. But does that mean that then I think that's dicey because that implies
Wait,
that they have logged in.
only. Yeah,
How do
exactly.
they
But
know?
whatever. I think that's something that we can do after as a logic. We
Yeah,
can.
I
I think
would. Yeah.
right now it's just gamified. But
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. By the way, as
I
we
think
wait for this to happen, which is going to be super fast, keep your eyes peeled. We are launching a new initiative this week. It's called Build It
correct.
Now. Technically, we've already launched it, but that was just more of an announcement. So if anyone is interested in building in public with us, even joining us for one of these sessions and come and build it live, then just let us know, just ping us. And if you have a product or a new project or an existing one that you think of, bringing on to CreateOS, or you just want to get some,
Correct.
visibility for your project, then we are like doing like an open call for folks to just come and build together with
Something that you
us
can also
live.
do is to come here. What was it? Was it build it now? Included in a post. So I'm sure that I can find it here. Here. So if you have an idea, just come here and fill the form, or even DM us, and then we'll be more than happy to hear you out and hopefully build together. Because as this session demonstrates, I'm having more fun today than when I was building on my own the other 2 days. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see how it's doing.
Yeah. It feels almost like going to the doctor for diagnosis. I like it. It's
It's
just like,
true.
this is wrong. I'm going to fix it. So let me give you the recipe for success now.
Without having to sort of have to go on other platforms to find how to do this and stuff like that. It's just purely based off plain language and English, right? Of course, by the way, if you're not very the most comfortable, I would say, conversing in English, of course, like we support a plethora of different languages as well. So converse with Creator on CreateOS with the language that best most suits you, right? And that you're most comfortable with. And yeah, let's just say that's not an excuse not to get started. And our edits are now have been actualized. You see,
Nice.
Alex, enhanced stacked with
Yeah.
randomized layer colors, dark mode, edit functionality, remove stacks as well. That's fair enough.
Oh, we like it. That
Yeah,
is
I like
nice. That's
yours to
very nice.
first.
Yeah.
Well,
Answering
you
to
see that
Sir
it
Jack
changes.
on from Max. Yeah, dark mode.
No, 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 that it changes the
No,
colors of the
oh, nice.
layers based on the order that you go.
That's so pretty. That actually
Yeah,
very nice colors as well.
yeah,
Okay,
not at all. Not
well done. We can tell the engineering team that you did they've
you
done
meant
good.
you mentioned something that you wanted to include only one layer or four layers. Let's try that out
Yes,
as a
let's try
stress test.
one. Let's do, let's
Joe,
test that. Let's try. Yes. Yeah.
AI
While you do that,
agent for
Sergey,
everyone.
we are going to add. So you mean like, as a question for you, Sergey, Sergey is mentioning, will build it now include structured milestones or accountability checkpoints to help builders stay? I think we are going towards a direction where we will build a community around Build It Now.
Hmm.
And personal, I would love to have the equivalent of 100 days of code. I don't know if any one of you has done it, but do it with a built-in public kind of vibe. maybe we make it more achievable, not just 100. We can make it, I mean, 100 is great, but maybe we can do 30. We can do 7. It's all okay. So yes, the idea is that then we can build a community of people who are building it now, and then everybody's helping each other's out. We don't have to be in the in the midst. We can just remove ourselves and let the community find each other and help each other's out. You see, like this product as well, I like it because it's a way, like it's a repository for people to come and see what others are
Exactly.
doing
Exactly.
and just troubleshoot with one another. Yeah, and Imi is asking what's the maximum credit to build and deploy an app without getting insufficient credit notification. We've been working on this. We had some feedback that people were hitting their credit limits very quickly. So there has been like full team from our engineering team and product team to solve for that. I think we are aligning towards getting subscription that should be sufficient for what you want to build. And you know that we have different tiers. So we have a free tier, then we have a tier that is intermediate with, I think it's a $10 a month. Then one that is a bump up, which is the pro. And then, of course, we can go as complex as needed with enterprise, but that is like for very, very complex, setup. So we really want, and it's on our to-do list also as marketing team, to communicate to everybody what is the best plan for you so that you stay in your plan and you don't need to add credits necessarily. How is it going?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
you
think
know
this
what
is
I
something.
sense? So I sense that what the LLM is doing is maintaining the same size for each of the layer
Exactly.
and then just adding up. I don't
Laptop
mind it.
based on. Do you think? Let's just see what do you think based on
I
number
think, yeah, we
of.
can go to let's do the complex one, which is the one that you're doing. Like essentially you're saying keep the size of the card the same and then refactor the size of the layer based on the number of layers divided by the size of the card.
Now, for
Yeah.
example, like to me, the um, I
So
don't
that
know.
one should have been Joe is at the same height as Deal, but the CreateOS would have been the entire stack. Like it would have been all purple. So you see what it's doing?
But for example, it's not really letting me edit right now, which I don't like.
I
If you
think the
click on
edit.
edit,
Yeah.
okay, let's do one thing at a time. Edit
Um,
flow is not working as once I pick.
So in the meantime, as we build live today, how do you decide which features to prioritize speed versus long-term scalability? That's a very difficult question in reality. That's I
That's a
think that
very
is
good
the
question.
crux
Yeah.
of that's a very, very good question. So as we're doing it today, I think we're just trying not to break it. I think that's our benchmark. We are we have very, we are playing it very safe, but you shouldn't. You should try and really go and have fun with it. Um,
Also, because I think it's best for you to, well, at least for me, this is how I'm learning with you essentially publicly on this journey, on this journey of discovery, I would say, and learning that these are more localized attempts, I would say, where you're putting together, as Alex correctly mentioned, uh, almost like a repository of information, and you can personalize it as you want depending on what you want the UI to be like and the UX to be like for visitors. And then the real game starts when you actually want your project to build and your website to interact with the rest of the world, right? And so APIs and stuff like that of course will bring in additional costs, because for example, if you want to I don't know, enable like people to log in via Gmail or via X, for example. I know that has an API that's pretty expensive. It's up to you, right? And but try it out, and APIs are essentially the way the internet interacts with one another. Sorry, that landing pages and websites interact with one another. So it's, if you want to be part of the game by creating your own landing page and interacting with others, it's just about, trying. And AI is always here at your disposal to help you every step of the way, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you have to also go step by step.
Exactly.
So fail safe first, build something safely, and then you can, as you learn, like it's true that it's like witchcraft. But even witches, I'm sure there is a learning path to become a good witch, and there are a lot of bad witches out there. Like so, it's a process, and yeah,
So the resizing worked. Not so much the edit, but I think for the purpose of today, I am
I
not
think the
too
issue,
displeased. Yeah, go
yeah,
on.
to me the issue with the edit is that in order to edit, you have to allow the platform to know who created it to begin with.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair
But
enough. I
because we
understand what
don't
you're saying.
have, yeah, they
The
cannot
login.
know. Otherwise, you can go and edit anything that anybody has.
That's true. It will become
So
mayhem.
that's a
That's a valid
trade-off.
point. Yeah.
Yeah. But you
Let's do
can
one.
maybe delete yours, maybe via,
Yeah,
I don't
let's
know, like,
let's
let's not
choose.
get complicated.
Yeah,
Try.
you can delete.
Okay.
I
Can
deleted
delete.
Joe.
Can delete and then create a new one. That's okay.
Let's try one last thing, which is what you mentioned here, right? Like you like deal, and
Mm.
maybe something that we can do is take a screenshot. I don't know what's gonna happen,
The,
huh?
that's proper witchcraft. I don't know. By the way, guys, you
And then
can
you
see that we've been together for about an hour. And this has taken us from a little bit of chitter chatter
go.
to
Mm-hmm.
figuring out what to build, how to build it, clarify this, and get to the build flow. What we could
That's
do, and I
true.
don't know if I'm springing this on Eric, but maybe next lounge we could do the deploy flow on this same one. Maybe we can get together and
We'll do it
continue.
now. We'll do it now. No, no, no. We'll do it
You
now.
want to try? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I like
Okay.
the UI for it. What should I say? The touchscreen.
Mm.
Try and apply the same feel and vibes to stack
To be
managers.
honest, I like ours better than Deal.
Pardon?
I like ours better than Deal. Let's see.
Yeah, this is the last page, and then we'll deploy it. So
Yeah.
that will go full circle.
Yeah. I'm picking up on questions and comment again.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that people are finding this interesting. Like we want to do this all the time, every week. Do you think like we're going live most days? It's either Eric and I, or Eric and Sheena, or Juliana is doing proper like serious coding. We are vibe coding. She's like proper
Adult
coding.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, we're the kids. She's the grown up. So if you want to see the grown up stuff, it's almost like having like two classes, like
it's
intro
true.
and then pro.
Exactly.
She's master class. We are intro, intro level.
It's true. It's
Yeah,
true.
but you see, like even an intro level, like it's not too shabby. Like think about
Not at
like
all.
1 year ago, like I would have dreamt about being able to do this in less than an hour. Mm. Yes, and
That's
guys,
the
if you're not following us on Twitch, do follow us on Twitch. We are
absolutely.
going to be more and more active there. We love the platform. There is a super healthy community of vibe coders there. We just want to get into the midst and help out.
That's what
Yeah,
it
I
boils
think I'm
down to.
picking up all the questions. Yeah, if I'm missing any more any questions, guys, just post again. I think I picked everything up. Yeah, Roberta, if you have your job board currently on Lovable, we love Lovable, but we love CreateOS more. So very happy that you think about switching. We have a lot of guides for migration. So if you
Yeah.
find any
How
hurdle on
to?
migration,
Yeah.
just let us know. but there are plenty of resources for you to help you move. Do we have already published the lovable one?
This is
I
not
think
sure. I think
lovable is
it's
actually pending. Maybe
I think that's
maybe
coming.
Roberta, you're gonna push us to push something tomorrow on lovable migration.
Documentation. So let's see, because these are the docs.
Yeah.
Um, what were you suggesting for?
Migration guide
Uh,
for I don't think we have.
no, this is a good point raised.
Okay. So good point
Leave it with
raised.
us.
We are accountable for this public promise. There will be a lovable migration guide
Although
coming
this
out
is
soon.
no, is it compare? No. Oh, I know why.
Yeah, I
What?
think it's singular. Seriously?
Interesting.
Okay.
What? Okay, easier way. Here. Uh,
Are you on it? Yes,
yeah, for
exactly.
example,
Yes,
CreateOS
there you go.
compared. Okay, that's what it was. So essentially, here we go through the whole process. So it's end to end. So you can find these all on our homepage, and they're all accessible for you. Um, let's see what the incredible.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not too dissimilar. Of course, like you can't expect it to be like you know pitch perfect, but I would say compared to how it was before, and then you can ask it. There's the clear purple.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay. Personally, I'm impressed. Shall we go
I think it's
and push broad? Let's see.
yeah,
Let's see how we can deploy. This is
well,
usually the bit that people like get scared.
yeah, because they have
I
to go
always
elsewhere.
feel, yes, that's a scary bit where you have to safely, move out of the nest and get to prod. But it's not scary at all once you do it. So you see, this is just connecting
It's
with
done,
GitHub. Yeah,
which I've
make
already
sure that
done
you have a
once.
GitHub. Open your GitHub, then connect. It's a two-click operation. It's very quick.
And you only have to do it once. That's super important.
Yeah,
So here, of course, make sure that you go through this in detail based on what what you want the details to be like for your project. I am gonna deploy it. Stacked is exactly what I wanted it. Now me and Alex will chat for a few minutes because you just got to be patient for this. It usually takes like 2 to 3 minutes to go through the paces through the motion, and
yeah,
then by the end of it you'll get a working. I'll show you essentially because I've got on my deployments other stuff. This is the sports core one, the one that I had. You'll get a working title here essentially that you can just share with the world, and the end product essentially of going from concept to live app. This is what we mean. Here this is what I meant, and then you have the this hasn't been updated for a while, but yeah, so this is you ready to be interacting with the world, and you'll find that within my deployments here you're able to keep track essentially of the health, I would say, and the status of your build. And also that's something that we do single-handedly here, all within CreateOS, without you having to go anywhere else. And I think that is a huge add for builders. Yeah.
yeah. It is so easy to just get everything under one roof. And it should have been. That's why I think it's so simple in the same way that DL transformed. And, now going back, you think, why was it not in any other way before?
Correct.
Makes so much sense. Like, why would it be scattered across 15 different platforms? You just need to have everything under one roof. It's very intuitive. Like, or
Absolutely.
sometimes, you leave something halfway and it's still on staging, or it's still, you're still coding it. Others instead are in full production and they're live. You should be able to see everything in one place. You shouldn't have to just, go
Go.
into a tab
Absolutely.
scroll nightmare. Yeah.
This
Deployment, yeah.
was my Tetris game.
Kenzie, yeah. We hold our breath because, as we all know, things can go wrong, but so
Of course.
far, so good. Feels like the
Going.
deployment is going okay.
And also, I think something that we could possibly do for future ones is that I think these ones, like the initial ones, will do new builds every time so that we get better together. But then maybe in the following weeks we can also pick up on stuff that we've already built and further improve it. Right? It's not like we do something and just abandon it. And we are deployed, Alex. So you didn't have to wait another. You didn't have to wait another.
This
Uh,
is just mind blowing, guys. I don't know, like maybe I'm way too old. Like this is,
no, no.
witchcraft again. Like
CreateOS
I am
only
so happy that we made it happen.
unify. I'm just gonna add one thing very quickly. CreateOS.
Yes, and while you do that, let me answer one of the questions popped. If we are going to do collaborations with apps and projects built on CreateOS, the answer is yes, absolutely yes. We are planning to do co-marketing, initiatives, competitions, video, live streams. You want to come and show how you built it with CreateOS. That's just that was going to make us very, very happy, and we want to give back and make
There
sure
you
that
go.
our community gets a lot of love. Oh my gosh, guys, you see, like, is it possible for you to put it live on chat and see if people can use it?
Oh yeah, 100%. I'll comment
Yeah,
this on the overview. Actually, let me just do it live so that
even on
this is
chat
as
here.
public as it gets. Um, try stack
That's so cool.
here. So
Okay,
we have it.
guys,
Click it.
go
There
and
you go.
check it.
As Alex correctly pointed out, you won't be able to all see your different stack because there isn't that logic of logging in. But it's I think it's also a good habit for you to go and start thinking about what your projects look like and have. It could also be like a single landing page for all your builds without having to share it with the world, right? So that's also an alternative. And yeah, I think that was. Pretty smooth. I'm very happy with that, and I think we're gonna get better as we do this collectively. And please, 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 next time bring all your all your ideas. And the whole point with this is that we literally just built it now, and there's a reason why the series is called that, and it'll be very evident also to a different degree what's with the first few episodes for the series because these are more decorated builders than myself. But at the end of the day, CreateOS, this is what it does. It empowers anyone who has an idea to go from a mere concept, which is what we discussed, to having a working URL that can be shared with anyone. Of course, further refined because this is just step one. But I think there's power in going from 0 to 1, right? And all within literally 30 minutes because we spent the first
Yeah,
25 discussing. So
we've been
incredible.
very
Alex, as
chatty.
always,
Yes.
as always, it's been beyond fun to build with you. Anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, so I'm gonna embrace my title of hype surgeon and just do a call to action for everybody. We are trying to boost our presence on YouTube. Super transparently, we need a lot of help to do that because I think there is good stuff in there. We will improve and we will post more. So keep your eyes peeled. Our objective is actually to be as active as daily as possible. But can I ask to everybody, if you do have an opportunity, go and look for this new feature on YouTube called Hype Button. And you have got three every week to boost smaller content creator like ours. So below 500,000 followers. to get us more visibility, more followers, more visibility outside of our own reach and network. So if you can do it, I would be like so grateful. That will help us, our channels, our product, our community very, very, very much. So if you go to YouTube, there is hype button on the no drops, and then just click it, smash it, and that would be like so, so helpful. If you do it, if you tell others to do it, I would really, really appreciate it. That's all for
You
me.
heard it. Absolutely. You
Yeah.
heard it from we're very ambitious, right? Like we're a small team but very mighty. So what we do is to spread the word as much as possible across as many platforms as possible. So if you even think that we should be present on another another platform that you use, just let us know. Like we're open to all ears, right? Because it's a crazy space. AI moves at the speed of light, and we understand that people like to hang out always in new places and stuff like that. But we think that CreateOS can be of use for anyone. So let us know what you think. And until next time, Alex, as always, is more than a pleasure.
Likewise. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.